Hello and welcome to Bottoms Down, Chair Yoga for Everyone. I'm Carol. I'm so glad you've joined us today. So we hope you're enjoying our new format with some of those shorter and longer classes. We've added some new sections to the Bottoms Down YouTube channel homepage, just to make it easier for you to find classes by length or purpose or body area. So be sure and check it out. And if you haven't already, click that subscribe button. It's free for you. It helps us out, and we would love to hear from you, so leave me a comment. Now in today's practice, we're going to explore poses for the legs. So you'll need your chair and a yoga strap. Now if you don't have a yoga strap, you can substitute a belt or a scarf or a men's necktie, anything that's got some length to it. And if you want to do it without it, that's fine too. All right, let's get started. So we're going to sit up really nice and tall in our chair. We're going to go ahead and take a moment to ground those feet to the floor. So just think about having those feet equally weighted and firmly planted on the floor, the earth. Next, we're going to think about those sits bones. So we want to have those sits bones nice and firmly planted on the chair, and that you're sitting up on top of those sits bones. So you're not kind of back here, right? You want to be sitting up nice and tall. Pull that belly button into the spine. Take those shoulders down out of the ears. Place your hands on your thighs. Close your eyes and just breathe. So we're focusing our attention on our heart center, letting go of everything outside of the room. Feel your natural inhalation and exhalation. Begin to elongate that breath, inhaling a little more deeply. Exhaling a little more completely. One more breath here. Bring your hands to your heart and set your intentions for today's practice. One more breath. Bring your hands back down to your thighs and open your eyes. Let's drop that right ear to that right shoulder. And drop your chin to your chest. Left ear to left shoulder. Should feel really good. And chin to chest. Go ahead and look up towards the front of the room, and we're going to look over one shoulder gently, very gently. We're going to look center, and then we're going to look the other way. And let's go ahead and look center and roll those shoulders up, back, and down. Oh yeah. That should feel really good. And reverse that roll. Okay, we're going to look left and right again, just trying to go a little bit deeper into that stretch, but just, again, taking it gently, okay? So let's look over that right shoulder and then just take it a little bit further. So just gently beginning to increase that range of motion. Let's go ahead and look center, and we're going to look over the other side. So take it, kind of where we were the first time, and then maybe just a little bit further. Go ahead and look center, and let's roll those shoulders one more time. And reverse it. Kind of really exaggerate that shoulder roll. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to do a little cat and cow, warming up that spine. So we're going to place our hands on our thighs, okay? Pull your belly button to your spine, round your shoulders, tuck your chin, and let that head fall. So it should be a nice stretch for the back. You should feel that upper back, the neck stretching. Feels really, really good. All right, we're going to lift our heart up. Grab the back of your chair. Lift your heart. There's your cow pose. We're going to add the breath now. So let's inhale here into our cow and exhale into our cat. Inhale into your cow and exhale into your cat. One more time. Inhale into that cow. And exhale into your cat pose. Nice. And release. Let's do those shoulder rolls one more time. Just a one shoulder at a time. And reverse it. All right, very good. So we're going to do a little mountain pose. So we're going to start with our hands down, spreading those fingers nice and wide. Okay, so it's a nice stretch for those fingers. And if you've got arthritis in your hands, don't do it, right? You don't need to stress out those fingers. But if you don't and you want to stretch those fingers, go for it. All right, now we're going to release those fingers. We're going to bring the arms to goalpost arms. Squeeze your shoulder blades behind your back. Just a nice little heart opening, right? You feel it? Feel it through the shoulders. One more breath here. Let's release. Roll your shoulders. We're going to do that one more time, just like that. All right. So let's come to our mountain pose, finger stretch. All right. Let's come up. Goalpost arms. Squeeze those shoulder blades behind your back. Feel that heart open. It should feel really good. All right, now we're going to take our hands to the ceiling for an extended mountain. I don't know if you noticed, but I immediately pulled my shoulders down, right? So I was here, and as my hands were beginning to come up, I could feel my shoulders inching up into my ears, and I just pulled them down. Nice. Okay, I'm stretching. Even though my shoulders are down, I'm still stretching, trying to touch the ceiling with my fingers, right? So I'm not here. I'm here. One more breath. Release. And let's do a final shoulder roll. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to come into that extended mountain. All right, shoulders are down, belly is tight. With your right hand, grab your left wrist, lengthen up to the ceiling, and then we're just going to lean. Come up. Let's switch sides. Grab that other wrist and lean. So as you're leaning, feeling that nice, luxurious stretch in the side waist, we're really concentrating on keeping this hip down. One more breath here and release. Beautiful. Okay, so we're going to move into pyramid pose. So I'm going to come a little bit towards the edge of my chair, and I'm going to take my right foot and I'm going to extend it out in front of me. My toes are up to the ceiling. Now my hands are going to stay right here on my thighs. I'm going to extend my spine long, pull my belly button in, keep my back flat as I let my heart fall down. Gentle. We're warming up. So just take a nice gentle stretch. You should be feeling the back of this leg, right? My hands are on my thighs to give me some support. One more breath here. I'm going to come up. I'm going to put that foot on the floor, and I'm going to go straight to the other side. All right? We're going to lengthen first. Belly button is to the spine. Keep those shoulders down. Let that heart come forward, keeping the back flat. Hands are on thighs for support. You feel that stretch? Just beginning, right? We're beginning to open up that back side of that leg a little bit. Just one more breath here. Lovely. Let's come all the way up. Put that foot back on the floor. Grab a sip of water. Okay, so if you have a strap, we're going to go ahead and grab that, and we'll put it in our lap for right now. I'm going to show you how to do this pose without using the strap if you choose to do that, okay? So we're going to move to the right side of our chair. So again, I've got one butt cheek that's on and one that's off, okay? If you are not going to use your strap, what you will do is you'll take your hand and you're going to slide it down along the thigh, across the knee, down to your ankle. Let your knee fall down. So it's a version of seated dancer pose, okay? And it's a great version, and if that works for you, excellent. But if you're with me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my strap, and I've got one strap in, one piece of the strap in each hand. Now, I'm going to come down, And I'm going to place the strap in front of my ankle. I'm going to bring both sides of that strap back behind, and I'm going to grab it with my right hand. Okay, so my other hand is loose. I've got both straps in my other hand behind my ankle. Okay, now I'm going to lift my heart up, hold on to the chair. You're going to just simply bend that knee and let that knee fall down. And now with your strap, see, you can adjust how much stretch you have in that. Do you see what I'm doing there, right? So I'm adjusting the stretch by just simply lifting up on that strap or pulling it down, right? Now, what you can do if you want to is you can bring this strap up over the shoulder. You can bring that strap up over the shoulder. There we go. And then bend or lower, okay? You kind of see what I'm doing there? So it's kind of up behind your back. And it's just going to give you the opportunity to get a little bit more of a quadricep stretch. Now, if you want to, you can even let go of the chair, and there you are in a beautiful seated dancer. But if you don't feel like letting go of the chair, hang on to the chair. What I care more about is this stretch happening in this leg. One more breath. Now, put that foot down, take the strap away, and just take a break, okay? And I just turned to kind of show you what I was doing. I hope that you weren't trying to turn with me. I should have said that. Okay, we're going to go to the other side, so we have another chance at getting this one. Okay, so we're going to scoot over to the edge of our chair. And remember, if you don't have your strap or don't want to use your strap, all you're going to do, you're going to hold the chair. This hand is going to slide across the thigh, across the knee, down the shin, grab your ankle, let that knee fall down, and there you are in a lovely dancer, right? You can stay right there. But if you're with me, I'm going to use my strap. It just gives me a little bit of extra. So all of the strap, really all it does is it kind of extends your arms. It just makes your arms a little bit longer. Okay, so I've got a strap in each hand. I'm going to place it in front of my ankle, bring it back behind. So now I'm grabbing both sides of the strap with this hand, okay? All right, I'm going to lift up. I'm going to grab that chair. Now, just bring that ankle up and back, right? So you can choose how much of a stretch you want in the quadricep. If you want a little bit more, I'm going to bring that strap behind me, right? There's more, and then if I want even more, I can let go of the chair. You got to have that belly tight, right? If you're going to let go of the chair, lifting your hand, there's a beautiful seated dancer pose. You feel your quadricep stretching. That's the main piece of this. One more breath. Let's put our hand back on the chair, release, and come back up to seated. All right. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just set our strap down for right now. And we're going to move towards the edge of our chair. So we're going to continue working on these big old strong muscles right here, the quadricep muscles, okay? So we're going to move into a chair pose series. We're going to pull our belly button into our spine, okay? We're going to take our feet and bring them back just a little bit. So you want to be able to, I call it having purchase. So when you push down on your feet, you can actually, we're going to act as if we're going to lift our hips up out of the chair, but we're not. Our hands are going to be resting right here on the thighs. We're going to press down on our thighs as we try to lift up out of the chair, but don't lift. Activating the quadriceps and the belly. One more breath. Let's release that. We're going to do that just like that one more time. Here we go. Press it. So I'm pushing down on my thighs. I'm lifting up with my seat up out of the chair, sort of. One more breath and release. Okay, so you can keep doing that, but if you want to bring your hands to heart, so I don't have that extra help when I'm pressing down, take a deep breath in, act like you're getting out of the chair, but don't. And release it. You feel your quads working? Here we go. And release. Okay, now the next piece, and we're just building, right? We're adding on and adding on. You don't ever have to add on. You can keep doing just what we did. But if you're with me, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to have my hands on my thighs, but I am going to go ahead and lift my seat up out of the chair, okay? So I'm going to take a deep breath in, and on an exhale, up I come, okay? Pressing through those thighs. Now, watch where your knees are. Your knees need to be behind your toes, right? So if you feel those knees coming forward, number one, it's really hard on the knees, but number two, it takes all the work out of the quadriceps. If you push your hips back, there, now, you feel that? You feel the difference? You feel those quadriceps working? All right, let's go ahead and sit down. You stay facing me. I'm just kind of turning to the side so you can see me. Let's do that one more time, just like that. Take a deep breath in, hands are on the thighs, press, lift up out of that chair. Make sure, go ahead and peek at your toes. Make sure you can wiggle your toes. Make sure you can see your toes, so your knees need to be behind them. One more breath, and down we go. Okay. All right, are we ready? The next add-on is I'm not going to use my hands to help. I'm going to pull my belly in. I'm going to bring my hands to my heart. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, up I come. Right? You feel it? Quads are working hard. Hips are back. Now, the other thing I tend to see in my classes sometimes is people will do this. Well, that also kind of takes the work out of the quadricep. I want your heart lifted. So you're really feeling those big muscles working. Do you feel it? Take a deep breath in, and then we're going to exhale and come back and have a seat. We're going to do that again. Inhale here. Exhale, up we come. All right, peek down at your toes. Make sure you can wiggle those toes. Make sure those hips are back, right? Belly is tight. Heart is lifted. One more breath. Have a seat. We're going to do one more. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Up we go. You've got choices, right? You can be with hands on thighs. You can be with your seat in the chair, but just acting like you're coming up out of it, just activating those legs. Or you can be in a full chair pose. Oh my goodness, one more breath here. Down we go. And take a break. All right, let's grab a sip of water. So we're going to come to standing on the right side of our chair and make sure that you have your strap handy. Now I will demonstrate, we're going to be doing a standing hand to toe pose, and I want to demonstrate it first without the strap. And I would just say it's pretty challenging to do this pose without a strap and keep proper form. It's a very advanced pose. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up and you're going to grab with your fingers. So first of all, put the weight into the leg next to the chair. Put the weight in the leg not next to the chair. I have to think here for just a second. Put the weight in the leg not next to the chair, okay? Then you're going to come up and you're going to grab with your finger, grab your toe, and you extend. So what happens here, and even with me, my hamstrings are a little too tight for me to be able to do this pose and get my heart lifted, right? So you see what my issue is. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my strap to help me lengthen my arms, right? So that's what that's going to do. Okay. All right, so I'm going to put my weight into the leg that's not next to the chair. Now, I'm just simply going to put my strap on the floor, and I'm going to step into it with the ball of that foot. So you don't ever want the strap to be in the arch of the foot. You want it to be in the ball of the foot. I'm going to grab my strap with this hand. The other hand is on the chair, and I'm going to lift, and I'm going to lift up. Okay, so here is a great version. Now, if you want a little bit more, I feel like I can get my foot in the air a little bit more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choke up on that strap, right? So instead of having my hand this high up on the strap, I'm going to choke down on that strap a little bit. And now when I pull my leg up, I've got more, I'm working that leg a little bit more. Okay, so now don't forget belly button to spine and lengthen through the spine. So I do not want to be here or leaning back, right? I want my spine to be nice and long, crown of the head up to the ceiling. Oops. All right. So here I go. I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to take this leg and I'm going to bring it across my body. Oh yeah. You feel that? Now I'm going to come center, and then I'm going to put that leg on the chair, lift, keep my hips to the center. Okay? Let's do that again. Bring it across your body. Come back center and put it on the chair. All right, and release. Okay. Now, we're going to do the other leg from this side of the chair. So you're going to put the weight into the leg that is next to the chair, step into that, bring that leg up. Now, remember, choke up if you wish. All right, we're going to bring that leg across our body, place that foot in the seat of the chair, keep your hips facing forward and the toe up to the ceiling. So I don't know if you noticed, but my toe immediately turned, right? So I want you to keep those toes to the ceiling. Let's come center and open. You feel that? Oh my goodness. Let's do that again. Come center. Can you lift a little bit more? Bring it across. Place it in the chair. Get those hips forward. Keep the toes to the ceiling. Lift, center, open again, come back center, put that foot down, and release. Let's do the other side. All right. So remember again, you can be doing all of this without the strap, but if you're with me with your strap, I'm going to put my weight into the leg that's not next to the chair, and I'm going to step my foot in first. Grab the strap, choke up if you need, grab the chair, lift that leg up. Bring it across. Now, one thing you might think about, maybe your legs are beginning to shake a little bit, right? Just use your breath. Just smooth it out. Bring that leg forward, put it on the chair, and maybe that arm goes out, right? All right, are we ready? Let's come back center. Bring it across again. Hips are forward. Come center. Open it up. There's the inner thigh. My toes are to the ceiling. Grab that strap. Come back center and put that foot down. Let's do the other side. All right, are we ready? We're going to step in with that other foot. Choke up if you wish. Grab that chair. Lift. All right. Bring that leg across. Put that foot on the floor, on the chair. Toes are facing the ceiling. Hips are forward. Let's come center. Open it up. Let's do that again. Come center. Across. Down if you wish. You don't have to put it in the chair. If you want to keep that leg up, you can. Come back center. One more time. Open. Come center. Put that foot down. And release. Whew. How's that feel? Okay, just go ahead and set your strap down and come to the other side of your chair. So we're going to face the seat of our chair, and the leg that you're going to place the foot that's next to the back of the chair under it, okay? Take a step back. Those feet are at that 45-degree angle, okay? So that your back foot is at a 45-degree angle. Bring your hips forward. Front leg is straight. Holding onto that chair. Hips face forward. Okay, are we ready? Extend through the spine. Pull that belly button in. Let your heart fall forward. Maybe your hands are in the seat of the chair. Maybe they're here. It's all good. Okay, now, with this hand, the hand that's next to the back of the chair, I want you to grab where the leg meets the hip, and I want you to actively pull that hip back. So actively think about pulling that hip back. Now, just see if you can let your heart fall any further. All I'm doing is I'm bending my elbows, right? So my hand stays in the seat of the chair, and I'm bending my elbows, and I'm in a standing pyramid pose. I just have 2 more breaths here. I have 1 more breath here. I'm going to go ahead and lift my heart up, bend that front knee, and step forward. So I don't know if you notice, but kind of what's happening is the chair is acting like a block. So if we were standing and doing pyramid pose without the chair, we might have a block there to help us, right? So same idea. Okay, we're going to do that same side again before we go to the other side. All right, so I'm stepping back. Now, kind of think about connecting your heel to your knee to your hip, all right? So take your thumb, pull that hip back, have that connection all the way up that leg, pull your belly button into your spine, lengthen, let that heart fall forward, keep the back flat, place your hands in the chair, and let that heart fall forward. So a lot of body awareness. This looks like a pretty simple pose, but it's not, in the sense that if you can really keep this hip back, keep that body awareness happening, right? Keep that hip back, letting that heart fall with a flat back, being very mindful of everything that's happening, heel to knee to hips, keeping all of this alignment. 1 more breath here. We're going to go ahead and lift up nice and slow and release. Let's come to the other side. All right, so I've got this foot next to the back of the chair, is under the chair. I'm going to step back. Back foot is at that 45-degree angle. My hips stay forward, right? So they want to come, I know they want to come to that diagonal. It's a natural thing. But I want you to pull those hips forward. Front leg is straight. Extend through the spine, belly is tight, keeping the back flat. Go ahead and let your heart fall forward. Okay. So remember, let's do that first thing where we take our thumb and place it right where the crease, where the leg and the hip meet, and just kind of pull it back. It's more, mindful than it is physical, if that makes sense. You want to keep those hips even. You want to keep those hips straight. Then maybe you can bend your elbows a little bit more, keeping that back flat. Let's go ahead and lift up. If you want to take a little break and bend that front knee a minute, that's good. All right, here we go. Now, think about connecting heel to knee to hip. Think about having your thumb in that hip crease, pulling it back, lengthening, and letting that heart fall forward. Maybe you bend those elbows a little bit more. And maybe this side is more or less willing than the other, right? So common. Okay, we're going to come up. You can bend that front knee if you want to. Here we go, last time. Extend through the spine, belly is tight. Make that connection, pull that hip back. Oh, yeah. 1 more breath here. We're going to go ahead, come up, nice and easy, step forward, and release. Okay, excellent work. Okay, the next pose is a goddess pose with a horse. So we're going to be standing behind our chair, and I want you to take your feet at least the width of your chair legs. Maybe a little bit more if that works for you. But this isn't, can I do the splits, right? That's not it either. So it's kind of a natural, pretty wide hip stance. Now, take your toes and you want them at a diagonal, all right? So I'm going to have my hands resting on the back of my chair. Shoot your hips back. Bend at the knees. And you're in a goddess pose. Now here's what happens a lot of the time in goddess pose. We want to bring our heart forward. And that's not what I want you to do. I want you to have that heart lifted. I know, right? You feel those quadriceps working. You feel the inner thighs working. It's a good pose. All right, let's go ahead and straighten those legs and take just a moment. Okay, so the next add-on, you know we're going to add on, right? And you can stay right here. But the next add-on is we're going to let go of the chair and we're going to bring our arms to goalpost and squeeze them back behind us, right? So those are goddess arms. So let's get our legs first. So hang on to the chair, bend your knees, shoot your hips back, right? So make sure your knees are tracking right at that second toe. So we don't want the knees folding in. So keep those knees tracking at the toes. That's the inner thigh working. Your heart is not here. Your heart is up. Bring your hands to your heart first. See how that feels, letting go of the chair. And if you want to keep one hand on the chair, you can. Or if you're with me, we're going to come to goalpost arms and squeeze. They're also called goddess arms, right? Squeeze your shoulder blades behind your back. Is anybody feeling their inner thighs yet? Or your quadriceps? I know, me too. Belly tight. One more breath. Okay, just straighten those legs. I tell you what, let's go ahead and heel toe them in and just take a break. Okay, so the next thing we're going to add is called horse pose. And basically, we're going to be in our same pose that we were just in our goddess pose, and with our goddess arms, or you can be holding the chair, and we'll be lifting our heels up and up. So there's going to be a series, and you have to really think about it. So it's not just working our body, it's going to be working our brain as well. Mine a lot more because I'm cueing the whole thing. But basically, we're going to be lifting our heels up, and that's going to give those calves quite a workout. So our calves are going to be working, our quads are working, our belly's working. We got a lot of stuff working. Okay, are we ready? Let's go ahead and heel toe those feet back wide again. Remember, you want at least the width of the legs of your chair, maybe more if you can, but not too much. Our toes are at a diagonal out. We're going to bend our knees, shoot our hips back, heart is lifted, knees are in alignment with those toes, all right? Here's our goddess pose. All right, remember, you can hold the chair if you want. Here we go. We're going to take left heel up, put it down. Right heel up and put it down. Left heel up and put it down. Right heel up and put it down. Right heel up, put it down. Left heel up, down. Right up, down. Left up, down. Straighten your legs and take a moment. Everybody good? Kind of got it? Okay, adding on. Here we go. Down we go. Whew. Right up, left down, right down. Right up, right down, left down. Left up, right down, left down. Right up, left down, right down. Right up, right down, left down. Left up, left down, right down. And up we go. I know, it doesn't matter. Play around with it. Have fun. Okay, the next one though, we're going to be lifting one heel and lifting the other heel, and we're going to hold it. So we're going to be in a toe stand in our goddess pose. So you got your chair right here if you need it. It is going to be a little bit of balance. So here we go. Down into goddess. Goalpost arms. Are we ready? Here we go. Right up, left up, and hold. There's that inner thigh. Belly is tight. Work it. Work it. Calves are working. One more breath. Right down, left down. Take a break. Last time. Here we go. Back into that goddess pose. Left up, right up, hold. Toe stand. Calf work. Inner thighs are working. Balance is working. Belly is tight. One more breath. Right down, left down. Up we go. Heel toe those feet together. Let's take a seat. Grab a sip of water. Okay, we're going to grab our strap and we're going to come to the right side of our chair. Now again, you can do this without the strap. If you don't want to use the strap or if you don't have a strap, it's fine. We're going to take our feet hip distance apart. Now, if you don't have a strap, all you're going to be doing is you'll have your hands here, and you'll be doing the same thing we're going to be doing, but without the strap, okay? But if you're with me and you have your strap, let's double it up, and then we're going to have our hands, well, what about 18 inches between, of strap between the hands? Bring the hands up to the ceiling. All right, we're going to lean our mountain first. So lean towards your chair first. And then we're going to come up and we're going to lean the other side. All right, so it should feel really good. And that strap just gives us a little more stretch to the sideways to come up. Now, we're going to lean and we're going to dip. So this hand is going to dip down. See what I'm doing? I've got a little stretch and the back is stretching and a little bit of a twist. Take the twist out, come up, and we're going to go to the other side. We're going to lean our mountain first, then we're going to dip it down. So a little bit of a twist. Belly is tight. Take the twist out, come up, and bring the hands down and take a moment. Okay, now the second piece of this, I'm going to show you without the strap first, all right? So let's everybody, if you have a strap, just put it down in the seat of your chair to begin with. Okay. So again, I've got my feet that hip distance apart. I'm going to hold on to the chair. I'm going to put my weight into the leg next to the chair. And then I'm going to lift and lower. And lift and lower. Okay, you see that? And lift and lower. Again, lift and lower. Standing knee is soft. I'm leading with the heel. I'm not leading with my toe. Lift and lower and put that foot down. Okay? Let's go ahead and do it without the strap on the other side just to get the feeling of it, because when we add the strap, it really is a pretty significant add-on. Okay? So let's go ahead and come to the other side. So I'm going to put my weight into the leg next to the chair. I'm going to hold on to that chair. And now I'm leading with my heel, okay? So I'm not leading with my toe. There's nothing really wrong with it, but again, we're kind of working the quadricep, which I want us to be working this outer thigh, outer and inner, okay? So if you lead with the heel, lift and lower. You'll feel the difference, right? Play with it. You can lead with the toe and feel the difference. Why I'm wanting us to lead with the heel. Outer thigh work, lower. Lift, belly is tight. Lift and lower. 3 more. Lift and lower. 2 more. Lift and lower. Last one. Lift and lower and release. Okay, so come to the other side of the chair. We're going to put those two things together. And again, it's super challenging to add the strap and the lean and the lift and the lower. It's really challenging. So you guys may get a really good laugh out of me depending upon how well I can do this right now. So we're all in it together. You want to have your strap doubled up. You want to have your hands about 18 inches apart. You're going to put your weight into the leg next to the chair. Go ahead and come out. So I'm on those toes so I can make sure I'm leading with my heel, right? So I'm not here. I'm on the side. So I'm going to lead with my heel. My hands are going to come up. All right. Belly is tight. We're going to, first of all, we're just going to lift and lower and lower. Lift and lower. Standing knee is soft. Lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. 2 more. Lift and lower. Last one. Lift and lower and take a little break. Not too bad, right? All right. Final add-on. Hands come up. Toe is out. Lean. Here we go. Are we ready? Lift and lower. Lift and lower. It's hard. Lift and lower. Belly tight. Lift and lower. Lead with that heel and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. 2 more. Lift and lower. 1 more. Lift and lower. Come up and bring those hands down. How'd you do? I'll tell you, let's come to the other side while I talk. When you add that lean in
And then you got that foot off the floor. There's all kinds of things happening, aren't there? We're working a lot of muscles, so keep that belly tight. Let's go ahead and get into it. Toes is out. Let's start without the lean, all right, just to kind of get the feeling of it. Standing knee is soft. You're going to put that weight into that standing leg. Here we go. Lead with the heel and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Are you feeling that outer leg working? Standing leg is working. Lift and lower. 2 more. Lift and lower. Last one. Lift and lower. Take a little break. The final one. We got this. All right. Standing knee is soft. Hands to the ceiling. Place that foot out. Let's lean. Okay, are we ready? Here we go. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. And 5, 4, 3, 2. My standing knee is waving. 1, and up we go. And down those hands go. All right, very good. Woo, my goodness. Other side. Okay. Now, it's the same idea with the hands with the strap. So you've got that distance between the hands. That strap is doubled up. Put the weight into the leg next to the chair. Back foot steps back behind you. I'm just going to show you from the side. You stay facing me. So see how I've got my toe back behind me? My hands are going to be out, and then I'm going to lift that leg up, okay? So hold it, breathe. Belly is tight. 1 more breath, come up and take a little break. All right? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to do that same thing. We're going to hold it, but then we're going to lift the leg and drop it. Lift the leg and drop it. Okay? Same idea that we were doing here, but now we're working the glute. So here's the thing that can happen, right? We can tend to be wanting to do this. So the upper body stays stable. And all this working is that leg, right? Lift and lower. So the leg, the hamstring is working, and the glute is working. Okay, are we ready? Warrior 3. Here we go. Step back with that back foot. Go ahead and get your front knee is soft. That's the other thing that's really important. We don't want to lock out that front knee. We want to give ourselves a little cushion there. All right, hands are out in front. Belly is tight. I'm going to keep that back flat. Are we ready? Here we go. Lift that leg up and hold it first. Just a little balance work. Here we go. Drop those toes down, lift that leg up. Drop those toes down, lift that leg up. Drop down, lift it up. Drop it down, lift it up. Drop it down, lift it up. 1 more. Drop it down, lift it up, hold. Hold. 1 more breath. Come up. Put that foot down, walk it out. Let's repeat it on the other side. Okay. So my weight is in the foot next to the chair. I'm going to step back on those back toes. My hands are in the strap. My standing knee is soft. We're going to lift that leg up and we're going to hold it. Watch your hips, right? So that once you lift that leg, this hip tends to want to hike up. I want you to keep those hips down. Okay, put that foot down, take a break. Okay, are we ready to do the lift and the lower? We've got this. Belly tight. Put those toes back behind you. Arms are out extended in front of you. Standing knee is soft. Here we go. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. We've got 5. Lower. And 4. Lower. And 3. Lower. And 2. Lower. 1 and hold. Hold it up. 1 more breath. Put that foot down. Put the leg down. And all right, come to the other side of your chair. Now we're going to do a standing dancer. So again, I'm going to show you without the strap, just in case you don't have a strap or don't want to use the strap. So you're going to put your weight into the leg next to the chair. Hold on. Bring this foot up to tabletop, this leg up to tabletop, okay? You're going to take the hand of the knee that's bent, you're going to let it slide along the thigh, across the knee, down the shin, grab your ankle. And then maybe if you want a little balance challenge, you can let go of the chair. And here's a beautiful dancer pose. All right? Working, stretching into that quadricep, working that quadricep, standing leg and glute. Okay? If you want to use the strap with me, what I'm going to do is, I've got it doubled up. I've got a little loop here at the end. Do you see that? And we'll step into that loop. And that loop is on the ball of my foot. So the hand of the leg that you've got the strap in, you're going to grab the straps, bring it back behind you, and the strap is just on that ankle. All right? So again, let me just show you from the side. So I'm pulling. If I want more, I just pull the strap. You see how it lifts my leg up, and now I've got quite a stretch going on in my quadricep. It just helps. The strap gives me that little extra. Okay, now if I want to let go of the chair, I can let go of the chair and I can be in a beautiful dancer pose. There's my balance challenge. Now, if you want a little bit more, all I'm going to do is I'm going to press my foot. My standing knee is soft. I'm going to press my foot into that strap. And here's another version of dancer pose. Right? Okay, let go. Take a moment. The final version of this pose, if you are so inclined, don't feel like you have to do it, but as I let go of my chair, I'm going to grab my straps in both hands and I'm going to pull that strap up over my head. I've got a little back bend happening. My belly is tight. I've got some balance work going. One more breath here. We're going to come down, bring that knee down, release the strap, and put that foot on the floor. Okay? So you got options, right? Let's do the other side. So again, the first thing we're going to do is we've doubled up the strap and we've got a little bit of a loop down here at the bottom. That loop is going to be on the floor and I'm going to step the foot. It's not the foot next to the chair, it's the other foot. That's the foot that I'm going to step into the strap with. Okay? Now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to bend that knee. I'm going to turn to the side. I just think you can see me better. You stay facing me. I've got my chair. I'm going to bend my knee. Bring that strap up over my shoulder. And now, see, my ankle is just kind of resting in the strap. And if I want more, all I can do, I can just pull on that strap. And now, I've got a nice stretch happening in my quadricep. So you have a lot more control, right, with the strap. But you can be using your hand on the ankle. It's fine. Okay, are we ready to add on? Have we held this one just for a moment? We're going to let go of the chair. We're going to pull our belly button in, and we're going to work a little bit of balance. One more breath. All right, place your hand on the chair and take just a moment. Okay, the add-on here is I'm going to press my ankle into my strap, right? So I'm creating a little bit of a back bend, right? And then I can let go of the chair if I wish. You don't have to. Belly is tight. Working balance. Come back down and take a little break. Okay, and the final version, if you are so inclined to want to give it a try, you can. But just remember, you've got to listen to your body and do what works for you, right? Okay, my standing knee is soft. My strap is more, instead of over my shoulder, it's more up over my head. I'm going to grab the strap with both hands, press that foot into the strap, and I'm creating more of a back bend. My standing knee is soft. Belly is tight. I'm finding that spot that's not moving. I'm focusing on it. I'm working my balance. One more breath. Come down. Drop that knee. And let's have a seat. And grab a sip of water. We're going to move into pyramid pose using our strap. So let's grab our strap. And we're going to move to the edge of our chair. And if you don't have a strap, you'll just do this without it. It's just fine. So let's go ahead and extend our right leg long out in front of us. Our toes are facing up towards the ceiling. So you're going to reach down and you're going to put your strap around the ball of your foot. You're going to hold one strap in each hand. Extend the spine long, pull the belly button in, and let your heart fall forward. So what I'm doing is I'm pulling gently on that strap, right? And I'm using it to actually let my heart come down a little bit further. We're going to go ahead and lift up. And let's do that one more time. Extend, pull gently. So we're letting that strap help us increase this stretch, keeping the back flat, letting that heart fall forward, pulling gently on that strap. Let's come up and we're going to do that one more time. Extend and hinge. And I'm just going to choke up a little bit more on my strap. I feel like I've got a little more flexibility in that hamstring, so I'm going to give it a little more love, if you will. One more breath here, and up we go. All right, let's do the other side. So I'm going to place the strap into the ball of the foot. I've got one hand on each side of the strap. I'm going to extend my heart long and let that heart fall forward. And just feel that hamstring stretch, just giving it a little extra love here. Let's go ahead and release it. Lift your heart up and gently letting that heart fall forward, using that strap to increase the stretch. Let's lift up and do that one more time. Extend, hinging forward. Maybe you choke up on that strap a little bit, right? If you want, your choice. And release. Very, very good. Okay. So we're going to move to the back of our chair and straddle the chair. Our toes are going to point out. So you have the seat of the chair here between your legs. Grab your strap, double it up. Place your hands, have about 18 inches of strap between them. Hands to the ceiling. All right, we're going to lean our mountain. Now, as we lean, we want to keep all of this side down, right? So we're not letting any of that lift up. We're feeling that stretch in the sideways, but you're going to have inner thighs stretching too. Let's come up, and we're going to lean the other way. Up we go. Bring those hands down and just take a break. We're going to add a dip. So as we come up and lean our mountain, then we're going to let one hand come forward and it'll just give us a little bit of a twist and some work into that sideways, some stretching into that sideways, and you might feel the hip and you might feel the opposite inner thigh a little bit more too. Here we go. Up we go. We're going to lean that mountain first. Now, take this hand and you're going to let it fall down towards the floor to where it's parallel. So now the strap is parallel to the floor. Are you feeling that? I'm feeling it. Sideways is stretching. This inner thigh, the opposite inner thigh, is working harder. One more breath. Take the twist out. Come up. We're going to go the other way. Take this hand. Let it fall down to where the strap is parallel to the floor. Holding and breathing. One more breath. Take that strap up. Bring the hands down. We're going to do that one more time. Just one more time. Here we go. Up we go. Let's go to the right first this time. Left hand twist down. Leaning mountain with a dip. Come up. Back up to mountain. Lean our mountain again. Add that dip. Bring that hand back up. Both hands up to the ceiling and release. Go ahead and bring those legs forward. Set your strap down on the floor. Move to the front edge of your mat, of your chair. Your feet are on the floor. And your feet are a little bit wider, so you don't want them together. So just go ahead and heel toe your feet out about 2 times so they're at least the width of the legs of your chair, okay? Belly is going to be super tight. My hands are right here on the thighs. Now I'm just going to lean to the right. Then I'm going to let my heart come forward. Let your heart fall down between your legs. Over to the left, so just big body circles. Now, make sure you go back. Pull that belly in. Make that big circle around. Let's do that again. Here we go. Forward we go. Other side. Stretch it out. Keep that opposite hip down. Don't leave out that back part. Let's reverse it. Nice and slow. A full body experience. You should be feeling a lot of muscles in a lot of part of the body. So really paying attention. What's happening, right? Are your feet grounded to the floor? Are your sits bones grounded to the chair? Are you feeling those side waist muscles? Are you really making your body come all the way back, working that belly, working that belly, working that belly, and up we go. How did that feel? I like that one. Okay. We're going to move into a seated pigeon, which we do a lot. So you can cross an ankle to an ankle, or you can cross your ankle to your knee. So we're going to flutter just a little bit. We're just kind of moving a little bit into that joint. All right, extend the spine long, pull the belly in, and let that heart fall forward. For version 1. We're going to do 3 different versions, and all 3 are great. You can pick and choose which version you like best, or you can do one of each. It's all good. Let's go ahead and lift up. All right, now extend the spine long. You're going to put your elbow right in front of that knee. Put your hand on your fingers and just, I meant to say your chin on your fingers, and just press gently. And go ahead and lift up. Another version is hands to the ceiling, hands out towards the wall in front of you, and then down to the floor. That's another really good version. And up we go. Let's do the other side. All right, we're going to lengthen through. Let that heart fall forward. All right, come up. Extend. Put that elbow there if you wish. And release it. Final version. Up we go. Out and down. All right, let's move back in our chair. Place your hands lightly on your thighs. You can lean back this time. Flip your palms facing up. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Reward yourself with responsibility. Nothing will solve your problems until you take responsibility for them. That truth is built more deeply into life than you can imagine. You cannot escape the necessity of taking responsibility. Seeking to hand that responsibility off to others only makes your situation worse. Yes, others can be of great help to you, and yes, others may very well be to blame for your situation. Nevertheless, you must take responsibility for it, and once you do so, good things begin to happen. Take responsibility, and you liberate yourself from the oppression of your own denial. You see reality more clearly, and you find ways to increase that clarity. You begin to discover your own power and effectiveness, and you begin to add to it. Taking responsibility is not easy, comfortable, or convenient, yet it's really your only choice. You're rewarded with a measure of control over the way your life unfolds and an ability to respond to whatever comes. Give yourself that ability without hesitation, without condition. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Reach up with your right hand. Give the head a gentle tug as you press that left hand down towards the floor. Release it. Drop your chin towards your chest. Reach up with your hands. Give the head a gentle tug. Release it. Drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Reach up with your left hand. Give the head a gentle tug as you press that right hand down towards the floor. Release it. Look up just slightly. Open your mouth if you want to stretch your jaw. Bring your hands to your heart. Honoring one another, we say Namaste. Thank you so much for joining today. Remember, click on that subscribe button, leave me a comment, and I will see you next time.